So the different perspectives that you have in art criticism. Whenever I say art criticism, I don't mean criticism in that you're going through and trying to find everything that's wrong with it. That's kind of the pop culture, the everyday slang of criticism, is you're criticizing somebody because they have something wrong and they need to fix it. In the case of art history or art criticism, that's not what we're doing. We're breaking it down in a critical way, meaning that we're asking questions, breaking it down objectively, and not just using those gut reactions that we have towards artwork. So the different perspectives you can come into are: the historical perspective is thinking about the artwork's place in history, the artist's background, what was happening at the time. You will get these historical information whenever we go through our art history portions of the course. I'm actually going to be adding some interesting tidbits about the different artists that we have, and some of them are quite scandalous, so stay tuned for that. The critical perspective is just breaking down the elements and principles of art, taking a look at it very seriously, just saying, okay, what elements are used, how are they used to put together in order to create the principles of art. So that's a critical sense. And then aesthetic. Aesthetics is all about the philosophical, what is art, what is beauty, what do you think art should be type of thing. So it's how you particularly feel about an artwork. And you're always going to have that feeling whenever you come up to a new piece of art. So think about the different perspectives and see if you can guess which one of these questions are historical, critical, and aesthetic. Now this is going to be your exit question. So you're going to just kind of number 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them. And then give me A, B, C. You can also say historical, critical, or aesthetic, and just type them into your exit question field. So, what social and political influence did this artist have at the time? Sometimes you look at a piece of art just like this one here. This is from Vasily Kandinsky. He was an expressionist and pretty darn famous. So sometimes you take a look at a piece of art and your gut reaction is to dismiss it. But think about these different perspectives. If you think about what social and political influences was on the artist at the time, think about how much information you can get about a particular artwork just by coming through that particular perspective. So is it historical, critical, or aesthetic? Did this artist use symmetrical or asymmetrical balance? Just by breaking it down based on what type of balance was used may give you a new perspective on an artwork. But which one is it? Historical, critical, or aesthetic? Where was this artist from? How did he feel about his lot in life? Sometimes the history of the artist themselves can give you some good information and background on the artwork that you're looking at. So what perspective is that? Historical, critical, or aesthetic? The last one, do artworks have do artworks have to be beautiful? Is this artwork beautiful? Historical, critical, or aesthetic?